Assalamu alaikum dear students, this is Mujahid Hussain with introduction to MS Excel charts. In this lecture you will able to learn about MS Excel charts and their different types. As you know, last time we covered Excel formula and our classes were suspended due to COVID-19. Now proceed with this one starting from introduction MS Excel charts. In this video you will learn about different charts and their types theoretically. So first of all, let's know what are the MS Excel charts. So the introduction about the MS Excel charts. In MS Excel, charts are used to make a graphical representation of any set of data. Means if you have a numeric data, if you have a set of data that will be represented as a graphical for easy to understand. A chart is a visual representation of data in which the data is represented by symbols such as bars in a bar chart and lines in a line chart. If you are using bar charts, then there would be bars, and if you are using line chart, then there will be lines. The charts groups on the ribbon looks as follows. Like the charts group is formatted in such way that here the different types of charts are available, and recommended charts. Basically, recommended chart is a format which is related to your data which you have entered in worksheet. Then Excel charts types, in which Excel provides you different types of charts that suits your purpose based on the type of data. You can create a chart. You can also change the chart type later on. Hence, if you have entered a data and you have create a chart, later on if you want to change that chart type, then you can change later on. So Excel offers these following major charts type, like column chart, line chart, pie chart, dot chart, bar chart, area chart, scatter chart, it is also known as a XY chart, bubble chart, stock chart, surface chart, radar chart, and combo chart. These are the different main chart type which are provided by MS Excel. First of all, we are going to move on column chart. So a column chart is a typically displays the categories along the horizontal categories axis and values along the vertical axis. Means the categories of the different data types will be displayed on the horizontal axis and the values on the vertical axis. For creating this one, means if you want to create a column chart, you have to arrange the data into columns and rows on the worksheet. A column chart has the following subtypes, like clustered column, stacked column, 100% stacked column, 3D clustered column, 3D stacked column, 3D 100% stacked column, and 3D column. These are the different subtypes of column chart. We will learn about these practically in upcoming video. Just now we are going through the overview about the different chart types. After column chart, another chart is line chart. Line charts can show continuous data over time on evenly scaled axis. They are ideal for showing trends into data equivalent intervals such as months, quarters, and years. Means you have different data that will be in a continuously will show continuous data on time to time, like monthly, even weekly, yearly, or quarterly, etc. In a line chart, category data is distributed evenly along the horizontal axis. Means the category data, as we learned in last column chart, the category data will be distributed on the horizontal axis and the value data is distributed on the vertical axis. To create a line chart, arrange the data into columns or rows on the worksheet. A line chart has the following subtypes: line, stacked line, 100% stacked line, line with markers, stacked line with markers, 100% stacked lines with markers, and 100% stacked line with markers, 3D lines. These are the subtypes of a line chart. Then pie chart. Pie chart show the size of atoms in one data series. Means you have a one data series, how many atoms are present in that data set will be showed by pie chart, proportional to the sum of the atoms and the total number of the atoms are available in that data series will be showed. The data points in a pie chart are shown as a percentage of the whole pie. Means you have a whole pie and that will be percentage will be showed as the data points. To create a pie chart, arrange the data into column or row on the worksheet. Pie chart also have 4 subtypes, in which pie, 3D pie, pie of pie, bar of pie are available. Then donut chart. A donut chart shows the relationship of parts to a whole. It is similar to a pie chart with one difference that donut chart can contain more than one data series, whereas a pie chart contain only one data series. Means if you want to work on a one or single data series, then you can pie chart, that will be more suitable than donut chart. But if you have a different data series, more than one data series, then donut chart is a better to use. A donut chart contains rings and each ring represents one data series. Means in donut chart you will have different rings, each ring contain a single data series. To create a donut chart, arrange the data into columns and rows on a worksheet. After that, another chart type, bar chart. A bar chart illustrates comparison among individual items. In a bar chart, the categories are organized along the vertical axis and values are organized along the horizontal axis. To create bar chart, arrange the data into columns or rows on the worksheet. Bar chart also has following subtypes, in which clustered bar, stacked bar, 100% stacked bar, 3D clustered bar, 3D stacked bar, 3D 100% stacked bar. Then area chart. Area charts can be used to plot the change over time and draw attention to the total value across a trend. Means if you have a trend and in which the total value you want to draw, that will be and you want to change over the time, that can be plotted on area chart. To create an area chart, arrange the data in columns or rows on worksheet. An area chart has the following subtypes, in which area, stacked area, 100% stacked area, 3D area, 3D stacked area, 3D 100% stacked area. Then scatter chart, that is known as XY chart, in which this chart typically used for showing and comparing number values like scientific and engineering data, etc. If you want to compare different numeric values, then this chart will show the difference between those numeric values or different among those values. A scatter chart has following value axis, horizontal axis value, horizontal x-axis value, and then vertical y value axis. It combines x and y values into single data points and displays them in a irregular interval or clusters. To create a scatter chart, arrange the data into columns or rows on the worksheet. Place the x values in one row or column and then enter the corresponding y values on the adjacent row or columns. Means if you are placing x value in a row, then y value in column, or if you are placing x value in column, then y value in a row. Values for horizontal axis are not evenly spaced. There are many data points on the horizontal axis. If you want to show similarities between large sets of data instead of difference between data points, then scatter chart is better to use. The more data that you include in a scatter chart, the better comparison you can make. And if you want to adjust the independent axis scales of a scatter chart to leave more information about the data, that includes pairs or grouped sets of values, then you can use this scatter chart easily. Scatter charts have also subtypes in which scatter with smooth lines and markers, scatter with smooth lines, scatter with straight lines and markers, scatter with straight lines. After that, a bubble chart, in which a bubble chart is like a scatter chart with an additional third column to specify the size of the bubbles it shows to represent the data points in the data series. Means bubble chart is also like a scatter chart, but the difference between in bubble and scatter chart is bubble chart has a third additional column in which you will know the total size of bubbles data points that are available in data series. Bubble chart has following subtypes, in which bubble and bubble with 3D effect. Then stock chart, as the name implies, stock charts can show fluctuations in stock prices, means up and downs on prices that will be shown by stock chart. However, a stock chart can also be used to show fluctuations in other data like daily rainfall or annual temperature, etc. To create a stock chart, arrange the data in columns and rows in a specific order on the worksheet. For example, to create a simple high-low close stock chart, arrange your data with high, low and close entered as column headings in that order. If you have to create high, low, close, then these are three different columns: high, low and close. So enter the data in these three headings according to order. A stock chart has the following subtypes, in which high, low, close, open, high, low, close, volume, high, low, close and volume, open, high, low, close. Then surface chart. A surface chart is useful when you want to find the optimum combination between two sets of data. Means if you have two sets of data and you want to see the optimum combination, optimum level in both sets of data, then this is a very useful surface chart to be used. As in a topographic map, if you have seen, or if you are using topographic map, then you will find out the different colors and different patterns that which are indicating areas and some ranges of the values. To create a surface chart, ensure that both the categories and the data series are numeric values. So for using surface chart, you must have data series in numeric values or categories in numeric values. Arrange the data in columns or rows on the worksheet. A surface chart has the following subtypes, in which 3D surface, wireframe 3D surface, contour frame, wireframe contour. The radar chart. Radar charts compare the aggregate values of several data series. To create a radar chart, arrange the data into columns or rows on the worksheet. and a radar chart is also following some types: radar with markers, and field radars. And in last we have combo chart. Combo charts combine two or more charts types to make the data easy to understand, especially when the data is widely varied. It is shown with a secondary axis and as evenly is to read. Means if you have more than one charts, like pie chart, surface chart, column chart, and any one else chart you have available, so for combining those charts you can use a combo chart. Combo is a derived from combination, so you can use combo chart, and which you have to create if you want to create a combo chart, then arrange the data into columns and rows on the worksheet. Combo chart also has subtypes in which clustered line column line, clustered column line on secondary axis, stacked area, clustered column, and custom combination. This was last chart, and this was just overview about the different types of charts and chart. So now my upcoming video will show you, and in my upcoming video you will learn about the different charts theoretically, not but practically. I will show you how the charts are being used and how you can work on the different charts. If you have a data, how will you work with different charts? That will be shown, or that will you will learn in upcoming video. Okay, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.